Bond markets look rattled as worries over President Trump's tariffs and his Fed policy mount up. It's Wednesday, 3rd of September, and here's what you need to know. The cost of government borrowing is on the rise around the world as investors are increasingly nervous about government policy. A court ruling late on Friday that President Trump's tariffs aren't legal has added on to concerns about the pressure he's putting on the Federal Reserve. This week sees confirmation hearings for Stephen Moran, the president's pick for the temporary vacancy at the Fed, and markets are braced for the president to name his choice for the Fed's future chair. Take a look at our chart of the day. This is the yield on the 30-year US Treasury, which hit 5% this morning. That's partly because if the tariffs are illegal, the US government will lose out on hundreds of billions of dollars of revenue. It's also because investors are worried that a less independent US central bank might make US public debt a less stable investment. They're also worried about the scale of public debt in the UK and Europe, and those rising bond yields are pushing stocks down. Our number of the day is 7.37 million. That's the forecast for the number of job openings there were in the US in July. That number comes out later, and jobs data this week will be crucial for Federal Reserve policymakers. On Friday, we get August's all-important non-farm payrolls number. If it looks fairly weak, that will cement investor bets that the Fed will cut rates this month. If the job market looks quite healthy, though, policymakers will be in an awkward position. They're under pressure to cut, but inflation is still well above target. Our stock of the day is Alphabet, which has avoided a legal attempt to break it up. A judge in Washington has ruled it won't have to sell browser Chrome, but it will have to share user data with rivals to open up competition in online search. Alphabet stock jumped 7.2% on that news. The same judge ruled last year that Google had an illegal monopoly in online search, but he now says AI companies like ChatGPT are better positioned to compete with it than any other search provider has been in decades. And that's what you need to know this morning.